Buying a house is a huge and sometimes scary decision. Make sure you understand the ins and outs of the contract before you sign your name and enter into a legally binding agreement that you may not be able to get out of without penalty. A purchase contract is not something that you deal with every day. I'm going to show you the 7 most important things you need to know about the purchase contract in Oklahoma so you can better understand what you're signing and how the contract protects you as the buyer. Be sure to watch until the end so you don't miss something that may cost you hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Number 1, earnest money. Something a lot of buyers don't realize is that they need to put some sort of earnest money down that shows the seller they are serious about the purchase. This money is held in an escrow account of the buyer's choosing until closing, where it is given as a credit to the buyer. There are ways you can lose this money if you back out of the contract for reasons not specified in the contract that will get your earnest money returned. Which leads me to number 2. You cannot back out of the contract just because you get buyer's remorse or cold feet. You need a legitimate reason to back out of the contract. If you back out for a reason not specified as a valid reason in the contract, it can cause you to forfeit your earnest money and can potentially open you up to legal action from the seller. Reasons to back out and still get your earnest money back include unsatisfactory inspections and an inability to secure financing on a non-cash purchase. This is a legally binding contract and should be treated as such. Number 3, time is of the essence. There are specific time periods in the contract that all parties must abide by. Failure to do so can result in a breach of contract. Be sure you know the time frames as outlined in your contract and adhere to them. Number 4, if it's not in writing on the contract or a supplement attached to the contract, then it's not enforceable. All previous verbal and written agreements go out the window when the contract is signed. If the listing states the hot tub will stay and you don't specify it in the contract, the hot tub is not guaranteed to be there after you sign the papers to close. Likewise, if there's something you want removed from the property, then put it on the contract. Get everything in writing. Number 5, you have the right to get various inspections on the property, including a home inspection, wood-destroying organism inspection, structural inspection, and much, much more, and you are highly encouraged to do so. This is your time to find out if your dream home is up to your standards on condition. If you find something unsatisfactory, you can back out of the purchase contract at this time unless you've waived the inspection period. That's not recommended. Make sure you stay within your inspection time frame. Number 6, after your inspection period, you have a time period to negotiate repairs, but just because you ask for it doesn't mean the seller has to repair it. If you cannot come to a mutual agreement during the TRR time period specified in the contract, you can back out. Number 7, you have the right to do a final walkthrough and are highly encouraged to do so before you head to the closing table. Once you have signed the papers and have accepted title or transfer of possession on the property, you are accepting the property in its current condition. So make sure that condition is what you expect it to be. Now that you feel a little more confident in knowing what buying a house in Oklahoma looks like, be sure to check out my previous videos. So you want to buy a house in OKC? Now what? And what to do when your wants don't quite fit into your home buying budget. They will give you more tips for the buying process to help eliminate some of the stress that tends to come along with it. If you have any questions about real estate in Central Oklahoma, don't hesitate to reach out.